25. Decent field position to start this drive. Dobbs now to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Dobbs to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Let's go now.
They'll try the right side with Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Cowboys. Dobbs. A throw right side is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California. and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
First and 10. Right to the air, it's Mayfield. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. They go play action with Mayfield. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, San Francisco. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for two, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Dak going to put it up right away. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. A second down throw for Prescott. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Dak. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Patriots.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Going up top. That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, Mayfield going for it all. That is brought in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. So Kittle comes in motion. And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So Mayfield leads the group to the line. They'll go for 2. Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First down, Prescott. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a match.
This one intercepted. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up. But they convert on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. To throw is Prescott. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 4th down, they snap it to Dak. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close to...
if I'm bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in the bottle, but my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And, Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Mahomes got to throw on this first play. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Puts a count. They connect on the deep shot. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Escapes, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Gets this to Johnson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That's cut at the 4. And he gets the 1st down before being taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another throw for Mahomes. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, and your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And look at this return. Races past midfield. Has room down the left sideline. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
think, Brock, that we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. 8-6 is our score. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. He'll try to do it himself. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Yeah, 2 things come into play when you get to these goal-to-go situations, Kate. I always love mixing cadence. I know it can be dangerous because you can give up 5 yards, but also if you're aggressive with it, you can get a free down, but it gets your guys excited to get off the football and get that surge. Well, that group offensively did not get on that one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push this to an 8-point game. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Dak throwing again. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another throw for Prescott. He's on the move.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
3rd and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Dak now from the gun. Has it in close. And in. Touchdown, New York. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw, Mahomes. He stays up. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the set. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Mahomes to throw for it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. Still going strong at the 30. And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Forced out to his right. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Jones. Fights across for the touchdown. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Connects with Johnson. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. Throwing on the run, deep. That's complete inside the 35. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something.
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game at 21. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hit. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now we give up the middle to Jones. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Prescott. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Able to find Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing again is Dak. Has the connection to Jones. It's a pickup up 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down. The slated downs to approach here from the 40. Another throw for Prescott. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Slot receiver headed left. Dak throwing again. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Has it in close. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Giants losing by 7.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Jones. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going?
And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, up in his own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Jones once more. And this one doesn't go far. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10. Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Giants are set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. No return on that punt. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Try and push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Here are the Chiefs facing a massive 2-point try. Again, Mahomes to throw. And unable to connect on that throw. So they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one does not go far. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Chased out to his right. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make the play that should win them this game. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
So score this a win.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in a, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice caller. You know that ride till the ties fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Prescott. This one swung out here to Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle, Jones. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Peterson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And Jones gets in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Powering his way forward. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field.
He won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process. Mind and spirit. Feel like I'm floating in my prime time. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. Goodbyes, that's life. For times, for life. For life, from now, my eyes. Thank God I'm free tonight. Got God on the line. To the devil I'm fine.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move.
And he's in. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, New York. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Jets. The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first.
You got Mike.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time.
Yeah, I got
They're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Prescott on first down. A hit as as he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackmon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know what I'm seeing play out?
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy, going dumb, and it's some idiot.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. They put Pickens in motion. Now a second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Play fake. Prescott. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. To the air again. Prescott. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They go play action with Fields. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Bears. The extra point is good. And the Bears come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. This is Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A first down throw for Fields. Off he goes. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big-time play for the Bears. It's a gain of 49. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Fields to throw for it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also...
Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Sanborn. Extra point attempt, still to come. He's got it. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting the 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. When you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Prescott again. Right. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bears have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Now a pass deep from McLaurin. He's got it! A beautiful beautiful play and a big chunk play as well. Right to midfield. Off the play action, here's Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no time.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Fields. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Fields now to throw on first down. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, here's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dolphins. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Play action now for Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's the NFL interception king, Paul Krause. And the Dolphins will take over possession here at the 44.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Prescott on first down. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Play fake. Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Fields from the pistol. The ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bust. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos, while I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make it delirious.